the eggnog me up more the next day than the red wine did, just from all like that's that's like eating. It's like eating like a pound of chocolate, Imagine doing that and then what that would do to you. Which I've done, but not since I was like 10, and it still me up for like the whole day.
Times were tough, so I sold my soul. And I don't think I'll ever regain control. Devil looked me in the eye, and I look the other way. What else could I do? I just stared at the doorway and knew I'd rather be drunk with you.
Hey Internet, Highway 47, back to our roots, except that this one doesn't really feature Geordi LaForge, but we're watching Star Trek The Next Generation with the original crew. It's Shaggy B here, and with me is Dracofunk.
I'm here. Geordi's in this episode.
Yeah, but he's not like the man. He's not like the guy for this one, like he is in the episode after this one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And with us is Scrodrick. We've been waiting for Scrodrick to do this episode for a long time. Not that it's his fault, it just didn't work out. How's it going, Scrodrick?
Whenever I'm available, we watch Godzilla now. It's weird.
Yeah, well, that's, yeah.
And then we're too drunk to do anything else by the time it's over.
That's true. I mean, Dracofunk and I are still recovering from the last Godzilla that we recorded last night, so it's,
And I would have been too if, other people at my job hadn't messed up.
Yeah. If you work with Scrodrick, like,
never listen to this.
Yeah, right.
I'll get referred to HR and have to do 1,000 sit-ups or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's referred to HR and death by 1,000 paper cuts, 40 lashes, and a $10 fine. I don't know what the but yeah, we're watching Star Trek The Next Generation Season 2, Episode 16. This is Q Who, the first appearance of... Shall we spoil it?
Reginald Barclay.
Sure. Is it, actually?
No.
I don't think so. It's like, he's coming
in this one, unless he's like a girl that like spills like hot chocolate.
That would explain some things about why he's so awkward.
I'm sure there are procedures by this point in time that you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, I'm sure the transition process is a lot faster and smoother and all that stuff. And
yeah,
but that's not what's happening in this episode at all. So, Dracofunk, why don't you tell us some things about this episode?
Hey, this episode aired the 6th of May, 1989. It has an IMDb rating of 9.
That is about right. This, I think, is our first time past the mythical 9 threshold for Next Gen, isn't it?
I think no. Earlier this season, 9.2 was a measure of a man, I believe.
Oh, really? Really? Okay. Well, that kind of makes sense. I would say though that and that's a good question. Now that Star Trek Picard has happened, it's difficult to say that that this episode was more significant to Star Trek than Measure of a Man was. But,
Measure of a Man was 9.2.
Yeah. But up to this point, like up until 2020, you could easily make the argument that this episode led to more significance in the franchise than probably any other.
Yeah, I think this is the highest rating of any first season seems to be 8.1.
Yeah, that sounds about right for probably for Contagion.
It was either Contagion or the Neutral Zone.
Or the Neutral Zone. Okay.
It was Conspiracy.
Conspiracy. Okay.
Not
that's the
Contagion.
one I meant.
Contagion.
Yeah, that's the one I meant. Sorry, like my brain farted. I did a 4-drink minimum last night, and I can't brain now. But yeah, so this is a big one. And to those of us who watched these things as they came out in the 90s, this pretty much informed the rest of Star Trek through Deep Space Nine and Voyager. So yeah, big deal.
Yeah.
What were you doing on May the 6th of 1989?
Unfortunately, I was not watching this. What was I doing? May 6th, 1989.
89. The year of our Lord, 1989.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either.
I was out driving cars.
Yeah. Being a badass.
Drinking out of cups.
No, that's being something else. Well, we are watching this on Hulu, I believe. So, Scrodrick, why don't you tell the people how they can join in?
Hey, go ahead and find our episode on Hulu. Press play, then hit. Well, actually, let's start that over.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, God damn it. No, because like I always like look at the screen and sort of pantomime through it, and I have not watched anything on Hulu in a long time on like my browser. I've been watching on TV, so
Right.
So what you want to do is press play, get the episode started, then pause it, and then hit the 10-second rewind. That should get you back to the beginning. We'll give you a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And go ahead and hit start, and you should be synced up with us.
That's right. And if you're not, try it again. This is on YouTube. You can pause, you can rewind, you can do it later.
Yeah.
Do this as reality would dictate to you is the best idea for you. Do what you feel.
Yeah.
Highway 47. Do what you feel. If you feel like watching Star Trek, am I right?
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know. We haven't been holding up that end of the deal lately. So
Kind of true. All right. Well, that's I think the whole story. Shall we just jump in?
yeah, why not?
All right. Well, this is Star Trek: The Next Generation, Season 2, Episode 16, Q Who, and we'll start it together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we
Yeah, synth theme song. Okay, so this character justifies all of Lower Deck,
Yeah.
except for like, most of it.
That took a really long time to replicate.
It really did.
Oh.
I did it again. No, you shouldn't. You're fired.
Yeah. After the Enterprise, she gets, she's in 2 episodes. She's in this episode and the next one.
Imagine
Yes, it is.
Picard starts screaming because, like, oh, she loves.
Fired too.
She's like, God damn it.
Stop. Leave.
Yeah. I'll forgive you only if you chug this in one gulp. And then come to my quarters. Dow wow wow wow.
Oh, wow. No.
Oh. So, Ensign Sonia Gomez.
Hmm.
And we never see her again. Oh.
We never see anybody again.
No, she's
we're stuck
actually
in
in the
this
next
shell.
episode.
And we never see her again.
Oh, she was in Total Recall.
And we never see her in Star Trek again.
Whoa!
Oh, she was that one. Oh, well.
Whoa! You know, Counselor Troy was originally supposed to be like that.
Specifically 3?
Yeah, specifically 3. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so they took the idea.
Yeah, they decided that it would be, you know...
If you're watching this on Netflix, do not skip the intro.
If you're watching it on Hulu, definitely skip the... No, don't skip the intro.
Or CBS All Access or Amazon Prime.
Or DVD or VHS or, you know...
Yeah.
Man, that's really distracting.
Best episode of Star Trek so far, and all we can look at is that picture of a character
Just
in another movie.
Make that the thumbnail for the video.
Mm. No, wrong note. Do edit the thumbnail. Do edit the thumbnail. Do edit the thumbnail.
Like you
That
could
was
make it a
probably only
black
a couple
bar. And...
months.
Oh, go ahead.
That was only a couple months after filming this episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could make it a black bar. It'd be kind of a smiley face, you know.
Oh God. Or alternatively, just put the black bar below it, and it's a smiley face with 3 eyes.
This is how our channel got deleted.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this on our OnlyFans page,
Well, and yeah, Pornhub just got rid of all their unverified content, so it's not like we can go there now.
I mean, I don't anymore.
Yeah. My quarters. You're going to atone for this. It's okay. Jordy's fine.
Uh, have to close the chat now.
I know, right?
I can't concentrate.
Yeah.
Look at the extra talking to.
Yeah.
We can't complete our sentences. It's great. Now I'm regretting my multi-monitor setup. You know?
I know, right? Yeah, I opened a thing to not be there.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I always get curious, when there's like to see what other shows like.
And little did you know.
Like, oh, who was she on Total Recall?
Oh.
Old triples there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, nope, my pants are zipped. How did they not notice the shuttle missing yet?
Nobody likes you, Jean-Luc. Attitude. There you go. New
No.
slide.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
scaring off our customers.
Yeah.
Nope.
Something wrong?
What was her emergency?
Well, maybe she just had an appointment with him. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, we need to go over the, logs.
Yeah.
Captain's
Transfer.
log.
That's right. Did you get that, Wesley? Yeah.
They invented some sort of body language.
Data programmed it and just sent it to him. He just said, "Yeah, go."
Yeah, I mean, that's like the real option, but
6 hours.
6 hours.
But that shuttle has warp drive.
Yeah.
I want to believe Wesley invented the language, and Data's the only one that said, "No, that's that's not stupid." Whatever. Everybody else is like, "No, Wesley, stop it."
See that shuttlecraft?
Yeah.
It's warp drive.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they've been in there for what, 6 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
There's a bathroom.
That's a good point.
Like, would Q really give him privacy?
He could see him anyway.
Maybe Picard's dehydrated.
That could be it. Now you can piss here.
With Guinan.
She's already seen it all. Ain't nothing you got that she hadn't seen. That clever son of a bitch, Picard. Thought he got the slip on me, huh?
All right,
Commercial
Picard, where's your
break.
cloaking device?
Yeah, that's right.
We're back. Woo!
It's in my pants.
I always wonder, was she gonna shoot him with Guinan
Force
power?
lightning. Glightning. There's just a huge Tesla coil under her hat.
Yeah, I always wondered, why didn't they just take him up on the offer?
I mean, if it had been Janeway, she might have.
So, did he leave Data in command?
Apparently. It's all right. He can communicate with the whole crew by nodding at them, so we're fine.
Quick, I'll go wait outside.
Out, Worf.
It's gonna stand right there.
Yeah. With his ear up against the door. Oh, he's totally standing there facing away. You can see him through the door. He's just standing there.
Or food.
More food.
Thought she was gonna stand with Worf.
How can we know that for which we are not prepared? Scott Bakula's forehead.
Whee!
Everybody sway.
Well,
Whee!
Pour me a triple. Well, we're not going to take that advice.
Yeah, totally. Gonna completely ignore you. And put it in my log that I ignored you.
Yep.
Oh, Wesley had to go to bed.
Aw.
Mm. There it is.
There it is. It's a cube. No bar? Yeah.
You need to turn around right now.
Yeah. I suppose she chose that room because it's, got a few more layers of hull between her and, like, everything.
Yeah.
Or nothing. They just breach 10 forward and she gets sucked out into space.
Yeah.
It beams right through the shields.
Yep.
Bum bum bum. Commercial break.
And
We're
we're
back.
back. I kind of like the older, obviously kit bashed, like model kit frame.
Yeah. It's like just a bunch of sprues.
Yeah. So much injection molding. If the Borg figure out how to 3D print, they'll be unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet. It's one hell of an arm extender.
It weighed 50 pounds.
Right. It's like a hole saw and a plasma cutter all in one. Yeah.
Good thing Worf ordered that ensign instead of doing something himself.
Right.
That guy's face looks so much like Brent Spiner.
It kind of does. Shoot him again.
Go get your mechleth. We know that works.
It is kind of funny how they never adapted to be like, you know, like able to take like a shot from a blade, you know?
Well, they would just get more and more armored.
True.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they could, have a strong enough force field to deflect it too.
I
Or
just
they'll
want to
come out
imagine
looking
them
like
getting.
they'll look like Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to imagine them getting so cumbersome they can't move.
Remember being a kid and like debating with other nerds about like what the Borg are actually capable of and what they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like both like nostalgic and sad. Get, and I cannot emphasize this enough, the out of here. Except you sort of were there personally, but not really, I guess.
Like one cube at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe leave.
Yeah.
Leave.
This is one of those early Next Gen episodes where like they didn't seem to know how to make a decision.
Mm-mm. I'm just imagining him getting attacked in the middle of her talking.
Right.
Who would have
Guy
known this was
just
coming?
stay there.
Guinan's like, can I leave? Are we done with the meeting? I don't know how this works.
They,
Except straight at them. Any other heading? How's that? How's that the source?
Or try to actually aim.
You fucking idiot.
wee.
Well, that was pretty effective.
Yep.
It already has. Oh, swing and a miss. Nope.
At least
There
they're
we go.
hitting.
There you go.
At least they're hitting the broadside of the barn, if not like hitting where they want it to be.
Go.
Go.
Leave. Leave.
Warp.
You could be talking about this while going at warp.
Yeah.
Leave.
Out.
Ah,
Fucking idiots. See, Q was right. You
we
know,
barely managed to escape. Let's stay here.
She can only think about 18. Jordy can only think about 3.
No. She's being so dumb that he isn't wanting to just like get distracted and bone her like every other woman he works with.
Get out. Leave now.
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, you know you could still be having this conversation.
Computers. User. That's a computer term. It's technology. It's futuristic.
Mm.
Excellent. Good thing we didn't leave.
Mm.
Guys are dumb.
And I, the android, am blindly following orders. Commercial?
Take a
Full
break?
break?
We're back.
We.
They're super powerful and we're staying right here.
Then why did they have life supporter there?
Man, they're just going over there hilariously unprepared.
Yep. Got their Fisher Price phaser toys.
No extra weapons.
Nope.
Data, you go first. You're the safest one to get attacked.
Just like slot machines in other places.
Mm-hmm.
Something gambling addiction.
The Royale?
Yeah. There we go.
Oh man, it's before they went to like Spencer's Gifts and got the sparkly things by their heads.
Yeah.
Man, have you guys been to Spencer's Gifts in the last like 10 years?
No.
No.
It's not what it used to be. It's a head shop now.
Oh, good.
Like the whole back end of the store is full of sex toys. Like straight up fucking like just dildos and bondage gear and yeah.
Huh.
It's not like, you know, counterculture t-shirts. I mean, it's still that, but it's like, you know, not nearly as many. It's like a few of those and some skater stuff and then like a whole bunch of weed merch and then a whole lot of like just straight up like kinky sex toys, like a lot of them.
Sweet.
Yeah. And it's still just in a mall where anybody can go in. And that really surprised me when I went into one a few years ago and noticed that.
Huh.
Yeah, what we remember as Spencer's is now Hot Topic.
Wonder what Hot Topic is now.
I mean, it's, yeah.
What if she needs to go in the slot the Data's in?
She's in a holding pattern until he leaves.
Yeah, just walking back and forth.
Oh.
Dude, check out this matte painting. It's so cool.
To be fair, it is kind of cool.
It is actually really cool.
Yep, I'm gonna get that and hang it on my wall.
Yep. If I lose
Borg have
21,
raised
I
their
have,
shields. Damn.
yeah. If I lose 21, I have to fill out so much more paperwork.
I forget whose baby this was.
They found it in a dumpster. It's fine.
Oh.
Oh. It's a nursery.
Fish tanks on the wall full of babies.
Oh God, kill it!
Yeah. My first pacemaker.
It started out they're all born with heart defects.
Yes.
And it
That's-
just spiraled out of control from there.
That's how they became Borg. They all needed pacemakers, and they're like, well, hell, if we can make this work better, why not our eyes and our, arms and everything else? I never knew there was a Borg symbol on the wall there in this episode. I thought they invented that symbol for Descent.
Well, that's some urgency now.
Finally, a thing that triggers my panic reflex.
Oh, they can repair their ship.
Yeah. I thought we were the only people in the galaxy who knew how to fix things once we'd broken them.
Oh, thought they were gonna run into him.
To 1,000?
Should be about 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Too bad they don't. They should just send Wesley down there and have him sit at a console and concentrate.
Yeah, really.
Wesley, go do your thing. Yeah. Oh, good. Antimatter explosions don't work now. Cool.
They're persistence hunters. You should know something about that, being humans.
Yeah, commercial break.
Whee! Oh, they fly sideways at maximum warp. Cool. So does the Borg ship. Wow. Too bad nobody knows any maneuvers.
I mean, it is Wesley.
True.
All right, brake check them.
Yeah. Collapse the warp field.
Mhm.
But I already know that doesn't work.
He's like, what the hell? Oh.
By the way, they took out our inertial dampeners too. Ah,
Couldn't you have, taken us 40,000 light years one way and then back to Earth?
right.
That way they didn't know what direction to go.
Presumably,
They probably scanned the
They
computer.
downloaded,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to believe it's the same cube, just starts heading that way.
Yeah.
allegedly, according to Enterprise, this ship was already on its way to Earth. Wonder what that feels like.
That is a good question. We need a new saucer plug. Oh wait, no, it's still there. Okay, never mind.
No, it's on the top.
Oh, okay.
Didn't cut all the way through.
I guess not.
They've already been attacking outposts on the neutral zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it takes about 2 years and 7 months and so forth for the best of both worlds from this point. So, well, a little less than that actually.
It's about a year and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, my complacency gets kind of sore when I sit in the same spot all day too.
I still say Q did this on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Crusher wasn't in, or Dr. neither Doctor. Dr. Pulaski would have been the Doctor, but she wasn't in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Credits. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's on this episode also like is one of the 10 essential Next Generation episodes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like, yeah. I mean, like I said, none of Deep Space Nine or Voyager, well, would have happened without that episode right
Mhm.
there. Not to mention, lots of the rest of Next Gen. Pretty much all of the design choices for starships after this point in the timeline. Yeah.
So
Like,
originally the Borg were not supposed to be, the cyborgs that they are.
really?
They're supposed to be a race of
Swedish.
insects.
Hey, they're like, "Cryptic, perp, curd,
No,
bird to Borg, and we're going to break your ship, dude."
they were supposed to be the aliens from Conspiracy.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, this was a better choice.
Mm-hmm.
And the writers, once they started fleshing out who the Borg really were,
Mhm.
kind of abandoned that idea.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to be Conspiracy, then the neutral zone stuff happened where, the cities were gone.
Yeah.
And then, Q shoots him out there and they meet him sooner than they were supposed to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a better choice. I mean, I think up to, well, they're again up through Next Gen. The Borg made a lot of sense. I mean, Voyager just kind of ruined the Borg.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just let's
Voyager
just say it.
ruined a lot of things.
Voyager ruined a lot of things. And that was always kind of the problem, was like the Borg were the thing. The Borg were the Godzilla of Star Trek. Because that's,
no.
I mean, that's where we're heads at, because we've done a lot of that lately. But they show up now and then, and they are the worst case scenario. And if there's one thing that Godzilla has stuck to in the franchises we've watched it so far, which we've been doing now for like 7 months, longer than that, 9 months, Godzilla is always insurmountable, right? There is nothing that humans can do about Godzilla. Or maybe have very small influence and get really lucky once in a while, right?
Yeah.
And that's what the Borg, were purported to be. Even in First Contact, which was a Next Gen movie, like the Enterprise E was really kind of introduced as, like, not only was the Enterprise E itself like sort of a super weapon for this, but it took not only that ship being exceptional, but it took Captain Picard having that telepathy connection. It took both of those things for them to defeat the Borg. And then they still managed to escape and invade the ship and start assimilating and all that. And they got reduced to, pretty much not a threat in Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
Like way before the end of the series. Like the series finale of Voyager would have been better had all of the other Borg episodes leading up to that been better. So it's hard to talk about this episode out of that context, but at the same time you have to, because that context wasn't there yet. And at this point, looking at
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Honestly, I really, and maybe you'll disagree with me, I don't blame the Borg's downfall solely on Voyager.
Okay, what else is there?
First Contact.
Yeah.
I honestly would have enjoyed First Contact more if the Borg were just an unending force that came I hated the time travel aspect with it, and the thing I
Yeah.
honestly hate the most that First Contact did to the Borg was the Borg Queen.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, that
I
should not have
I-
happened.
I just wish they would have found some other way instead of like the Borg Queen, just some juggernaut of Borg, you know.
But then they couldn't have had a character and have an actress give a performance.
Oh, they could have had the Borg amalgamation.
Yeah, that would
Like
have been great.
7 drones Voltron together, and that was what the main antagonist was.
They did.
Sure.
They had that. They had that in that stupid novel that was allegedly, but not really, written by William Shatner.
Oh,
You
right.
remember
Yeah,
that?
I do.
Never read it.
It
And
was
then
the
they
second one.
also
It was
had,
after
like-
the Ashes of Eden.
Yeah, and then they also had like the Borg that were like they were like dogs, but they weren't Borg dogs.
I don't remember
Something.
that. What I remember from that novel was Captain Kirk had died, and his corpse was zombified by the Borg
Because reasons.
because he was like the ultimate. It's William Shatner, so Captain Kirk is the ultimate human who is the best at everything forever, and they
Yeah,
needed that to defeat the humans, and so they
they
zombified.
realized,
They Borg.
yeah, Borg
Yeah,
zombie Kirk like fought Worth with a batleth.
Yeah,
And won.
and then his human side figured out that he shouldn't serve the Borg, and he like turned and helped the Federation defeat the Romulan Borg alliance. I think there's a scene where Kirk like takes
Because
control.
Oh.
There's a scene where Kirk takes control of the Defiant, and the Defiant flies into like the big empty space in a Romulan warbird, and then powers up its warp field, and then just starts doing barrel rolls, and that rips the warbird to shreds, which is awesome. but what we had to do to get to that point was not. I remember that. But we're off on a tangent, and that tangent is that First Contact could have been better, but it was still better than Voyager. And what they did with the Borg during Next Gen was really, really badass, and just it sucks that they like dropped the ball on it.
Yeah.
And this is the beginning of it.
So
yeah.
So I saw this episode for the very first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked it so much I wanted to see it again, and I knew that I could get, the next town over, like I could get their this came on Fox, right?
Yeah.
So I could get their Fox, and usually it was, the next it's the same episode usually.
Yeah.
Well, so I go over there to watch it, and suddenly it says last time on Star Trek The Next Generation, the Borg. I'm like, oh, cool. It's the episode right after it.
So you got part 2 of Best of the Both Worlds.
Yes.
Oh, man. That kind of sucks. I saw this one, and then I didn't see Best of the Both Worlds for a while because the rerun schedule was weird. But they advertised that they were doing Best of the Both Worlds. Like, yeah, well, with the reruns, we're going to do these two nights. And so we like prepped and taped them on VHS. And so I knew ahead of time I was going to see them. So I saw them, in order.
So when I started watching Star Trek The Next Generation for myself, it was because, I'd like casually watched it, but when I started making a point was during season 4.
Right.
So the first new episode I saw was the one where Geordi turns into a...
Yeah. Well, we should save those for another time, and also I need to Jaloja, so we need to wrap this up. So
Q-Who, awesome episode.
Yeah, great. And join us next time for Samaritan Snare, featuring the best aliens ever.
Okay. Good night.
Until Lower Decks. All right. Good night.